Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sports Into YouTube channel. I'm back again with Carl and we are discussing Lewis Hamilton. Get in there, Lewis. Come on.
Mhm.
How we doing, mate? You good?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I'm suited for him, to be fair. As much as it's pretty obvious, I'm not a massive F1 fan anymore, but I'm still suited for him.
Well, I just want to clarify to everyone that I said to you, didn't I, before the race, I says, Carl, if you're going to watch any race, this is the one to watch. It just, it
You
just, had,
did.
it just had a bit of everything. Obviously, in the qualies, we got a 1, 2, 3 with the Great British drivers, which were absolutely unbelievable given they were at Silverstone. Lando really pushing Max at top, and I thought this could be the day where because Red Bull they've not been performing as fast as what they normally do over the last few weeks. Obviously, not Lando's really been pushing Verstappen all the way, and I knew it was going to be a good race. And
Can I just ask you on that? Can I just pull you on that?
go on.
Have Red Bull gone downhill, or has everybody else caught them up,
Um, I,
or a
I'd
bit of
pro-
both?
no, I'd probably say McLaren, especially McLaren. Mercedes are nowhere near competing in terms of drivers'
Championships.
championships. Yeah, Mercedes out there. Not to say that there's still a long way to go in the season, but they're a fair way off it at the moment. But McLaren have definitely they've been on the up now for the last couple of years, and they've also got two really. Obviously, Lando's been there a while. Well, I think since he's about 13 or something like that. But Oscar Piastri as well. He's a really good driver, and he was really unlucky at weekend. The McLaren did him dirty really, because when the rain came, all the top five, I think they were all bunched up. So they brought everyone into pits, and have you heard the terminology double stacking?
Yeah.
So
Well, the
basically,
famous one, in the when they did it with Hamilton and Bottas, and it was like the best double stack ever. It was like one came in, and I think Bottas said, "Don't slow me down, don't slow me down," and then he came in, and it was just like, as soon as he'd gone, the other one were there, and it was just like the perfect
it's
double
ridiculous.
double.
It's ridiculous how quick they can do the pit stops. Never mind fucking double stacking. The pit stops in general are ridiculous. But yeah,
Yeah,
so they brought Lando in. I think the top five were separated by about, I ain't got all the figures on me, but they're about 6 seconds, something like that. So they say that you need average about 3 seconds for a pit stop. Then you need a couple of seconds to obviously allow your driver to get off and other one to come in. And they sent Piastri around again and did another lap when really they should have just risked it and double stacked him and just slowed him down. But anyway, but
but Lando's gone a bit. And he said something like that his strategy were all wrong, that they pulled him in at wrong time.
well, this were it. So obviously they had the pit stops when all the rain came, and then the second stops. Lewis came in. He went onto the soft tires, so they're the obviously smoother ones that you go faster, but they don't run for as long.
Yeah,
So they put Lewis on the softs. They put Verstappen on the mediums, which obviously not as quick, but they go for longer. And they also put Lando on the softs as
Lando.
well. Yeah. So and he had a slow pit stop, which allowed Lewis just to sneak in front of him and get in the lead. Which so then Lewis had already warmed his tyres up for a couple of laps when he were on the soft, so he managed to pull away from Lando a little bit.
Pulled away.
I think he got about 3 seconds. Verstappen, if the race had gone on for maybe another, I don't know, 2 or 3 laps, Verstappen would have probably caught Hamilton. The way Verstappen were flying on those mediums in third place, I was thinking he's going to catch Lewis here because he was just eating up the seconds. It was ridiculous how quick he were doing it. But
Hmm.
suited for Lewis. It'd been I'm really desperate for him to get this eighth championship. Really want him to do it
Yeah, I
really
am as
bad.
well.
But it's definitely not going to happen at Mercedes, and I can't even see it happening for at Ferrari. If I'm honest, I just don't think it is. But I think this was a fitting way for him to bow out at Mercedes by because who's to say that he's going to win another bloody race because he's been waiting since 2001.
and it's like 300. Is it no? Is it
Not
945 days,
945 days, mate, and since he last won a Grand Prix.
which is mental for someone who's won so many. It just shows how poor Mercedes have been.
It does, mate. And do you know what? I was speaking to Zoe at work today because she's a big F1 fan, the girl at my work, and she was saying, it's a testament to how driven he is as an individual. The fact that he's probably one of the oldest drivers on the grid now. I don't know if he's the oldest. He's done it all, seen it all multiple times over, but he's still got that drive to be the best. Even when he's
Yeah,
and it's not necessarily him that's on the decline. It's obviously the people behind him that are manufacturing the cars that are just giving him the tools to be able to do his job properly. So you've got to take your hat
yeah.
off to how driven the guy is as an individual to keep going and keep producing week in week out.
I mean, I really like the guy. I like. I fell out of love with F1 really when he stopped winning, and
Yeah.
that might just seem a bit glorified because he's a Brit, and because of Brits not winning, you're not interested.
Mm,
Maybe to a degree that is the case, but like when you've had a domination of one man, which was Hamilton,
yeah.
and then straight into another domination, which is Verstappen, it all just got a bit boring for me. That's why I left. But when I did watch it, I really, really, really liked Hamilton. But there's a massive percentage of people that can't stand him, and I don't get it. I
My
just
dad.
don't get it because
My dad hates him.
does your dad not? Does
No.
it? I don't get why. He's he's a nice guy. He's humble. He's quite smart, slick, a little bit arrogant. But if you're that good, then you're allowed to be. You look at other sports. You look at Ronaldo's a prime example.
Definitely, yeah.
I just do not understand. I probably need to sit with your dad or someone who's a disliker and just talk to me why. I want some reasonable answers on why they dislike him because for me, he's a national treasure. I think.
Do you know what I think it is? I think you've probably already answered it, mate. I think it's that almost arrogance that you need to be an elite, well, elite at anything. And going kind of off topic here a little bit, but I always remember him saying the same thing about Stephen Hendry with snooker. Like, can't stand him. He's arrogant. Yeah, but he was one of the best ever. And I think like Ronaldo, everyone said to him he's cocky, he's arrogant, but I think you need, a lot of the big hitters in sports, they've got that streak to them, haven't they?
Maybe so, but yeah, but you can take it somewhere else. Take it Roger Federer, you know, Tiger Woods.
Mm.
These aren't arrogant people. These are assholes. These are dominating in their field of sport. I don't. I find it's an easy check out. It's an easy excuse for them, and I just think it's a bit of a cheap shot when really just pay homage to something to an amazing talent.
Yeah. And that's for me. That's why I want him to get this eighth title so bad. Um, we all know he got bloody absolutely shafted over a few years ago when they did that thing with bringing all the cars through after the safety car. He got absolutely screwed
Yeah.
there. And
That's the exact time I thought, do you know what, I'm done with this. It felt like a fix. It was just an absolute joke. I thought, I'm done with this sport.
but do you know what impressed me about that as well? You never really heard anything from him. He never moaned about that. You
No,
heard very little. You heard more from Toto Wolff than you did of Hamilton about how that all went down. Hamilton said nothing. And I thought, such a class is that, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to come back next year and I'm just going to go at it again. And that's why I
yeah,
think I just want him to get that eighth one. So then he is, because at the moment, he obviously is level with Schumacher and he on seven.
yeah, yeah.
And I think, like you've
Even
just
though
said,
he's got the most wins, though, hasn't he?
he has got the most wins. And obviously, shout out as well to him for taking the most wins. Oh, God, what were I now? The most wins at one racetrack. He got 9 at Silverstone. So out of any
That's right.
driver,
Yeah, yeah,
he's took the most wins at any one racetrack, which I think is a nice little record to have, and especially doing it at Silverstone.
yeah. Definitely,
It's a cool little thing for him. But
definitely.
yeah, I'm buzzing for him, and I just hope. I know this Ferrari thing's like his swan song. I know he's always wanted to drive Ferrari. I just hope that like Mercedes seem to be
They
kind
can
of
provide a car for him.
yeah, because Mercedes seem to be getting it right a little bit more, and I'd hate for him to go to Ferrari on a team that just haven't at that level that he needs. But I think it's just all
Well,
about the dream for
Ferrari
him.
was, yeah, I agree. But Ferrari were tipped originally, weren't they, at the start of this season to be potentially challenging
Mm.
Max and Red Bull. And like I keep saying, I'm not an avid follower, but you see results and stuff on online, TV, whatever else, and they're not quite there, are they? They're
They're
not. They're not
not.
there. McLaren's are closer. It sounds things.
They are definitely.
Uh,
And just before we wrap it up, mate,
But
on Ferrari, I will say, um, I not that they've made a mistake. I think that Carlos Sainz is a better driver than Charles Leclerc. I mean,
younger though, isn't
he's younger. I think he's got a bit
he? He's younger.
more. I mean, they're both good-looking guys. To be fair, I think he's probably got more marketing appeal
I'm a
as
big.
Charles.
I'm a big Charles fan when it comes
Yeah,
to F1. Yeah, I really like him. The way he drives. He's just a slick guy, nice guy. He's a bit like Lando, just a nice guy. If I were on that tour, I'm pretty sure he'd be one of my mates. I think one a mate that I'd like to have. He just seems
yeah.
like a cool dude.
He does. He does.
Um,
He looks like a cool dude. To be fair.
yeah, but I want to know what the dynamic's going to be next year because at the minute Charles is number one at Ferrari. He's not going to be number one, I don't think.
I don't think
So
Hamilton's
how is
going
he
there
going?
to be number two, is he?
Well, exactly. So that dynamic's going to be interesting.
Honestly, I don't think he's got what it takes to be an elite driver. Leclerc, I
I don't
don't.
think he's got not to be a dominative champion. I don't think he
No.
might win. He might have one good season where he's got a decent car
Mm.
because his age is on his side, and we'll see. Verstappen is staying at Red Bull, not forever. He's going somewhere else. So when he does, that could open up a whole, you know, different challenge, different driver winning each year, maybe, which is, in my opinion, what it needs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see next year for sure. But gets him back
But
into it, lad.
but 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 for me, if Ferrari look dominant, well, we'll see how Hamilton does next year, and I'll keep dipping my toe in
Yeah.
and see how he goes.
Sound it. Good shout as always. Let us know what you think, guys. Do you reckon Hamilton can do it in the Ferrari car? Think it's a good move for him? Let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Give us a subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you in a bit.